Vermont, you might think maple syrup, Lake Champlain, local farming, plaid. Okay, Bernie. But would you also think the Green Mountain State has one of the highest rates of underage binge drinking? Or did you know that in 2017, past month marijuana use among 12 to 17-year-olds was higher in Vermont than anywhere else in the country? So let's start by asking ourselves, what does our community value? What messages are we sending our youth? We asked BHS students to tell us what kind of substance use they're seeing at their school.
I see a lot of kids at BHS juuling. Like, you'll go into the bathroom and there'll be like 3 or 4 kids in one stall juuling.
They use them everywhere.
I saw some kids use it under the stairs.
In the bathroom.
Kids will really hide right behind those vending machines to do it. We call them fiends. You know what a fiend is? Fiends, like...
It means someone that can't handle their own addiction.
Yeah.
If you use marijuana and e-cigarettes, you're officially quote unquote cool.
Because I see a lot of my friends juuling and talking about it and seeing weed in person with a friend.
There's a couple of kids that smoke weed, but in the bathrooms, but not as many because it leaves more of an odor.
I think they should legalize marijuana.
Yeah.
Like 100%. But they should only let 18-year-olds smoke it.
I've definitely heard it in at dances and stuff. Like kids will say, "Oh yeah, I'm drunk," and you can tell they are. And then some kids just say they are, but they actually aren't to seem cool around their friends.
We know tobacco, marijuana, and alcohol use is far too common in Burlington. But why are we so concerned?
The nicotine is very addictive, and very quickly, even within 2 or 3 days of use, the patients can become addicted. And you'll know that you're addicted because you get edgy and sweaty and nervous and tense as your body is requiring more nicotine. Marijuana really has a lot of overall effects. One is in motor ability, so meaning you have a harder time moving, your reflexes diminish. It slows your cognitive ability, so your ability to problem solve, to think through issues, to change behavior. And we've learned that marijuana has cognitive effects on the brain even beyond the time that you're high, and that's what's very concerning. Alcohol inhibits behavior as well as marijuana, so people, kids especially, but all people are more likely to make decisions under the influence of alcohol that they wouldn't make otherwise.
We know that delaying use among youth is important for brain development. We also know that there are specific times during adolescence when youth are especially at risk. Transitions, like the move to high school, are important times to provide extra support for young people.
Because they're getting older and they want to fit in more.
With the cool kids?
Yeah. Cool kids.
That's what I did.
I mean, with middle school, everything's already chosen for you, but with high school, you choose your own path. So if you want to be a scholar, you can be a scholar. But if you don't want to take that route, then it's really up to you. If you want to drop out, then everything's up to you.
Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna do that right now.
You gotta advocate for yourself.
It's important to remember that a majority of Burlington youth are resilient through the transition to high school and are not using substances. They continue to make healthy choices. We talked to a few of them about why they live substance-free.
I mean, I'll get in trouble.
Yeah, first thing is the parents.
Facts.
And then it's only the parents. That's the only thing. That's the only reason why.
Yeah. I want to get a sports scholarship to a college, and so I want to stay healthy.
Riding bikes or running, skateboard, anything that could keep me active.
I'm not gonna try to fit in.
Who wants cancer?
I'm my own person. I'm not gonna fit in. I'm not gonna do something that's bad for my body just to fit in.
Facts.
By supporting all youth in our community to make healthy choices, we are supporting a stronger, healthier community for everyone in Burlington.
So we face major challenges when it comes to preventing substance abuse, but even small changes can have a really big impact. In Burlington, there are a lot of things that could be impacting our high substance use rates for our youth and our young adults. Some of those things could be the way that we're promoting alcohol and tobacco and now marijuana in some of our retailers, the number of retailers we have, the social norms around adults in our community and the way that we talk about substance use. Sometimes we talk about it as helping us, a glass of wine helping with a bad day, or using tobacco to get through an anxious moment. Those conversations, those things that we have, kids listen and they hear them and they model for them and glorify for them using substances as a way to deal with our problems. And also thinking about how we're promoting alcohol at community events and in places where youth are seeing adults interact. So think of all of those things as risk factors. Things that the more of them you have in a community, the more problems you have around substance use.
Now you know what we're thinking. So tell us what's on your mind.